Ladies, before you let those 3 little words slip out, I like you, there is something deeper you need to understand. Not the butterflies, not the excitement, not the fantasy in your mind, but the truth of what is really happening between you and him. Because women often feel things in layers and men often show things in patterns, and those patterns tell you everything. Today, we are going deep, deeper than surface flirting, deeper than mixed signals, into the psychology of men, clarity, emotional safety, and whether you should express your feelings or hold them back. So sit back, take a breath, and let's begin. Part 1. Fantasy versus reality. Are you falling for him or the version in your mind? Ladies, before you even think about telling a man you like him, you need to ask yourself one powerful question. Am I falling for who he is or who I wish he was? Because women are emotional storytellers. Your mind can create a whole romantic movie out of one deep conversation, one intense eye contact, one moment of kindness, one late-night message. But reality works differently. Fantasy feels like chemistry, sparks, excitement, possibility, emotional adrenaline. Reality asks, is he single? Is he emotionally available? Does he want a relationship? Is he consistent? Is he showing effort? You would be shocked how many women fall deeply for a man without even knowing. If he's seeing other women, if he's ready for anything serious, if he's capable of emotional commitment, fantasy is beautiful, but it can blind you. Why fantasy forms so quickly? Because your heart feels something rare, because you crave connection, because you feel a spark you don't feel every day, and because women want emotional certainty. So the mind fills in the blanks. But ladies, when you confess your feelings, fantasy disappears, and what remains is truth. So before you tell him you like him, ask yourself, do I like him or the version my heart created? Part 2. If he likes you, why isn't he making a move? This part is hard, but necessary. Some men don't lead because they're shy, some because they're slow, some because they're unsure, but many simply don't feel what you feel. The problem is that on the surface, all these men look the same. He might text occasionally, flirt sometimes, be warm one day, cold the next, and you get confused. Is he interested? Is he shy? Is he scared? Is he hiding feelings? Is he waiting for a sign? Here's the reality. A man who truly wants you will not stay passive forever. He will try. He will initiate. He will pursue. He will show up. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. Men fear rejection, but they fear losing a woman they want even more. Your feminine advantage, drop the handkerchief. You don't have to confess your feelings. You don't have to chase. You don't have to ask him out. Just create small openings, soft hints, light signals, feminine invitations without pressure. Example, ask about something he loves, his hobby, his passion, his interests. Let him lead the conversation. Create a moment where he can take a step. If he likes you, he will step. If he doesn't, he will stay in neutral. And ladies, listen carefully. If you keep giving hints and he still doesn't make a move, he's not confused, he's not scared, he's not shy, he's simply not that into you. Harsh truth, but it saves years of emotional pain. A man who wants you finds a way. A man who doesn't finds excuses. Part 3. Can his feelings grow over time, or should you give up? This is the question millions of women struggle with. If he doesn't like me now, can he eventually like me? Here's the truth, ladies. Not the romantic version, not the hopeful version, not the maybe one day version, but the version that protects your heart. Men do not develop feelings because you were loyal, patient, consistent, or emotionally available. Feelings grow when there is a spark, a seed, a curiosity from the beginning. Can attraction build? Yes, but only if something is already there. If nothing is there, you can wait 3 months, 6 months, a year. It will not magically appear. Many women stay stuck because a man gives them bare minimum effort. Just enough attention, small breadcrumbs, hot and cold signals. He keeps you emotionally hooked, but never steps up. Meanwhile, there are men in your life right now who would call you, plan dates, commit, invest in you, value you, see your worth, but they never get a chance, because your heart is locked on the one man who's not moving. Ladies, real attraction is not just chemistry. Sometimes your type is actually your wound. You chase men who ignore you because you learned love through emotional struggle. You want to be chosen by the one man who makes you feel unchosen. But healthy love doesn't come from chasing. It comes from being met with equal effort. Part 4. The 2 approaches. Women use. Only one leads to happiness. Approach 1. The painful one. I'm attracted to him, so let me see if he likes me back and hope he becomes a good partner. This leads to overthinking, attachment, anxiety, confusion, mixed signals, ignoring red flags, emotional waiting rooms. Attraction blinds you. You ignore the obvious. He's not choosing you. Approach 2, the healthy, high-value one. Let me see who is actually interested, consistent, respectful, and emotionally available. I may not feel intense chemistry yet, but let me give healthy men a chance. And ladies, you would be shocked how often this leads to real love, because chemistry can grow, romance can grow, attraction can grow, connection can grow. When a man treats you with kindness, care, and consistency, your heart relaxes. And then it opens. Should you tell him you like him? Only tell a man your feelings when he is consistent, he initiates, he invests, he shows effort, he takes interest, he creates clarity, he shows direction. If you are doing all the emotional work while he does nothing, his feelings will not grow. Your heart deserves reciprocity, not confusion. Your love deserves effort, not excuses. Your energy deserves certainty, not anxiety. Ladies, your relationships change the moment you change. Your standards, your choices, your boundaries, your self-worth. Choose wisely, choose gently. Choose yourself first. Want me to also